the voiceover? It does look amazing. Apparently the frame rates are nuts. I'm really looking forward to trying it. Look at the Twin Towers still standing back in 19 when was it? The original one was in 1981. This is running on DOSBox in a web browser. The Twin Towers, flying between the Twin Towers. Microsoft Flight Simulator. When was the original version? I apologize for the delay on the stream today. A little bit of a headache too, but I thought I'd come by and just do it just chatting while I wait. While I wait for the download. November 1982. First release Microsoft Flight Simulator, so it's almost 20 years old. In November of 2022, 38 years ago. That is crazy. November 1982. That is crazy. Hey Galaxia, hello. I read you, Galaxia Cat. How you doing? Over. Mandatory updates took me 3 hours just starting the 24 GB content manager. I'm not even gonna run the. I don't know. Can I run it without the content manager? I may just not do it at all today because look, I'm still here in the installation manager. I'm still at 30 GB out of 40, so 3/4 of the way there. I'm good, thank you. How about you? I'm okay. I had a bit of a headache this afternoon. It's a little bit stressed out with my mom, and I might have to go to see her sooner. She's not doing fantastic, but okay. Personally, I'm fine. A little bit of a headache, but usually that comes with like when you get a little stressed out, the headaches can hit. Thank you, Galaxia. Valkyrie says, yeah, content manager is optional, just won't be updated, although it includes world. Okay, the world updates then. The content manager is just for world updates, right? I may just load in when this is done. I may just load in without doing the content manager, just to get a feel for the performance. I saw that there was that guy there, London Controller, like 1,000 viewers at the top of the list, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like this 20-year-old kid from England, excellent young gentleman. Started out, I think, with ATC VATSIM stuff. Super popular, lots of energy, and he was getting like yeah, over 40, close to 60 in Paris, which is a tough, one of the toughest places. One thing I noticed the other day when I was doing a fly along with Sim Caesar is I was over Tokyo, and I always have 8 AI traffic on, but in his stream he's like turn off AI traffic, so I turned off AI traffic and my performance shot up. I don't know if that's a known thing, that AI traffic is a performance problem in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I turned it off, and I don't know, maybe just Tokyo's better optimized, but I was very surprised. I was getting over 60 frames per second over Tokyo the other day with a bunch of other players too. Daddy man, yep, I'm updating. Here it is. We are at 29, just 3/4 of the way there. It keeps going, please wait, you know. So I wasn't even gonna, I was gonna just wait, but I was gonna keep waiting, but I thought I'd just come here and hang out a bit of some music. And with the original Microsoft Flight Simulator from, okay, this is version 4. I don't know if this is the original one from 1982, but this is running in demo mode in the web browser. You can run it on archive.org if you just search for Play Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.0 in your web browser. There's a few options. So look how far we've come. This looks like Chicago. I can recognize by that building over there. I think that's the Sears Tower. And stop, here you go, there's the emulator. Experimental aircraft designer, wow. Start. Full screen of my abandonware over here, running in the DOSBox emulator in the web browser. What a crazy time. There's a Cessna 172 back 38 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. 38 years ago. This video game has been going for a long time. It's good to see it still going strong. Where do you, if I may ask, do you live in a rural area, Taddyman? I mean, I'm in New York City. I have fast internet here, but it's still, I think it's just the amount of people. Yeah, 3/4 of the way there. I started right before lunch, so it's been I think what, a couple of hours, hour and a half or so. Oh, it's got the landing gear. Which Cessna retracts the landing gear? Is that like the? I know there's one that retracts landing gear, so this must be it. That one. Thanks, Galaxia. Yeah, it's hopefully you know, it'll get better, but as you get older, things can get more difficult. Your body starts take longer to heal, but she's a tough woman. She's gonna be all right. Isn't Gia de facto standard gravity? Yeah, I think so. Universally, right? Speaking of gravity, I updated Elite Dangerous yesterday. My Elite Dangerous Odyssey. I haven't jumped in. Oh, look, it's a balloon. That's nice. Balloon there. Just flying in demo mode. You're no longer alone in the skies. Look at that. You got a balloon there. This, I guess, is Microsoft. Maybe it's not the first version. This is 4.0. Expect to see aircraft on the ground and flying. Elevator trim. We got the time. We got zoom, the strobe lights, altitude, airspeed, attitude indicator, autopilot, compass, and the vertical airspeed. All the important gauges right here. The vertical airspeed. Oh, Cessna 182. Awesome. Check that out. Balloon sim 1 control vector 1 button. Yeah, it's like you fire the gas up and you're just at the mercy of the wind. I went up in a balloon once, but it was tethered, it was attached. It was a British Airways balloon in the school I went to in Brazil, in São Paulo, when I was probably around 8 or 9 years old. Oh, look, has gliders, this one. Checking out the 1980, the original Microsoft Flight Simulator, or the one from whenever this thing is running. Let's see, environment 3. Press a button here. Looks like New York City. No, there's San Francisco. There's the Golden Gate. There's the Sutro Tower. I used to live right around here. In oh, nighttime, look at that. I used to fly around. I used to live in Oakland. I talked to some people there in the house. I used to live in this cooperative house called the Playground in Oakland, California. Still going strong despite the pandemic and despite all the fires there. That'd be something you could play with my spacebar. You know another game you can play with your spacebar? A Flappy Bird. We could play some Flappy Bird here. Thank you, Galaxia. Oh, that's a cool emote. What is that? Deku Lurk, I like it. Like a soft zombie thing. Pretty cool. North Wolf 911's channel. Let's go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Or this emote from Galaxia Cat. That's what I like about emotes in Twitch. Norfolk 911.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Norfolk 911.
Alright, look at that guy. Okay, come join Wolf Den, play favorite games across consoles. Alright, I'll give him a follow. If you have any streamers you recommend we see, there's the Bay Bridge, there's the Transamerica Tower. Used to be called the Transamerica Tower. This is flying over San Francisco going to Oakland now, I think. That's Oakland Airport right there. I was banking left. Berkeley is this direction here. That's where I used to live, right on the border between North Oakland and Berkeley. Let's play Weatherman and okay, top clouds, base. So you can see that a lot of these features. Look, aircraft carrier at night with lightning. Here in San Francisco, that's the Sutro Tower, that's the Golden Gate lit up. You can see that the basic features of the game were there from the beginning. You know, it's just the graphics, the sound, you know, the fidelity, the visual fidelity increased. But the basic features were there. And of course, the latest amazing update, the best, in my opinion, update for Microsoft Flight Simulator is two things. One, flying anywhere on Earth with satellite imagery, and two, weather. Amazing stuff. I think this was the no, this was not the first one I tried was this one here. My first ever flight simulator was Spectrum Holobyte Falcon. Oh, we could check it out too. I thought it was late 80s. It had been 1992. I don't think it was 1992. The one I tried had to be the late 80s because I wasn't. Maybe 92. Was this one over here? This was my first ever flight simulator, like with 3D graphics. Okay. REST and the version I played was it didn't have color graphics. It was just well, it was the monitor I had. This one right here. If there's one without color graphics. I don't have an update, lol, but something's killing my PC though. Like the update is freezing. Look, Statue of Liberty passing by. Yay. I guess we're just gonna have to check out the CGA one. This was my first flight simulator, ladies and gentlemen. Falcon 1.0. Was a little Learjet. Milk Run, I remember that mission. I had the Black Bandit was tough. It flew against the MiG-21. Sounds like something an update for Microsoft will do. Kill your PC. I did play an old helicopter game with graphics similar to this Tomahawk. Not familiar with that one. Yeah, here you go. I'll leave the video over there. So keep an eye on Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's Falcon. While we wait for the download to happen, we're getting there. We are at 35 gigabytes out of 40 gigabytes. Almost there. We just have fired up Microsoft Flight Simulator from over 30 years ago, this version. I'm not sure if it's the... For us to just look back a little bit to how far this particular video game flight simulator franchise has come. And now today, like a truckload, a planet load of Xbox players joining us with the consoles. and also at the same time a sim update, which is what I assume I'm downloading here. Once I'm done with this, I am not going to update my scenery. I'm gonna try to jump in and just I'm gonna pick a water plane, a plane with floats, and I'm going to go on the water and see if there's a wake and see if there's new effects. Maybe near, but let's start at the Hudson here in New York City, maybe somewhere. Let's start above New York City, and land on water and see if we can see a difference. You're a lucky guy. Hey Icebird. Mine didn't even start till now. We started sim over and over in 4 hours. Luckily I had my pizza. Was it tasty, Icebird? Okay, I'm back. I crashed. Copy, Tatty man, for dropping by. I put a pizza, can't compute of this, but lucky enough to have had my version copy of that, Iceberg. I mean, I don't think many people can compute of the pizza from Naples, you know, it's the original place, so that's hard to compete with, that's for sure. We're trying here in Hypertexthero HQ. Amber is becoming pretty good at making, we make our own dough. We're trying several different recipes. We bought this thing called a baking steel, and it's basically a thick piece of steel and heavy, and you put in the oven and you turn up the oven to the maximum temperature it'll go. And ours is probably 500 maybe 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you get a pizza peel, like a wooden thing, you know, that they, and after you've made your dough and everything, and you put whatever you want on it, you put it on and you slide it in, and the heat from that heavy piece of steel is very strong, and that cooks the pizza. We've had a couple of pretty good ones. I can put the recipe on the Discord later if you want to try it. Good. That's you know, that's what's important, as long as you like your food. I saw your pizza, pretty sure there was enough cheese on it. Yeah. It just, that picture, it kind of looked like it hadn't been put in the oven. I don't know. It looked like, because you're supposed to, you know, cut the mozzarella, put on it, and then you put it in the oven, and then it spreads out. Maybe it was in the oven long enough, I don't know. They're like Hyper from New York City. Why is it paused now? Exit this menu, space, return to simulator. Let's try to, let's restart. And, wait, stop. I'm at myabandonware.com, game, Microsoft Flight Simulator version 4.0. Is there 1.0 over here? I tried it on archive.org over here, but it wasn't working so well. This is 1.0, okay. Try it again and see if we get something better here. Boom, look at that. Okay, this is 1.0. Okay, let's put a RGB monitor. Select operating mode. Let's try the demo mode. Just keep it running. Whoa, and here's the original one, but it looks a little bit like something is going wrong. Let's try to find it somewhere else. Here you go. oldgames.sk. You can use this one. Okay, let's check it out. Thank you, Iceberg. Check it out. Let me close all these tabs over here. Oh, here we go. Oh, this looks cool. All right. Thank you, Iceberg. Awesome. Let me do one more thing before I fire up Microsoft Flight Simulator here. I want to get this thing loaded up with some sound effects for us to play in the stream. Red and green, is it 3D? Alright, let's see, stand by. Where is my effects? Is it working? The sound effects are working, ladies and gentlemen. We have some sound effects on the stream. These are coming, they're work in progress, but they will be making more appearances on the stream. As how is the sound level of that? About this one. Okay, the full flight menu of flight lessons in the menu. F4 full power, cursor down, takeoff. Okay, here you go. It's so helpful. It puts you right there, the information. So this, ladies and gentlemen, as Icebird has very kindly shown us here, is this. Thank you so much, Icebird. And we're gonna try to take off and let's go fly. It looks like we're in Chicago. That looks like the Sears Tower back there. Thank you, Wild Craze, for being here. Thank you, Galaxia Cat, for hanging out, moderating, and being one of the oldest friends of the stream. And thanks for Taddy Man for dropping by as well. Anyone else I missed up there? Alright, let's try to take off with this thing. Let me do one more check. We're almost there. We are 39.47 out of 40. We're almost there. First, we're going to do a quick takeoff here. I mean, there's 2 million other people streaming the other stuff, so let's go. F1, F4. Let's press F4. Okay. Full power. And we're already lifting off. Frame rate's pretty good here. Frame rate is pretty good here. Oh! I pulled up too fast. Let's try again. Is it always so from the beginning F1 and F4 were thrust, huh? Okay, I think it's probably Cessna 152, so we're probably okay, view S, external view S. Is it Cessna 180? Okay, press G for the gear. Here we go, G. Okay, gear has been retracted. This is Flight Simulator 4, okay, where we're flying right here. We'll go to 1 in a little bit. Let's change the view again. S. Okay. And let's go for a little fly around Chicago here. Whoa. Okay, well, mouse and keyboard. Okay. Mouse and keyboard makes it a little more difficult. Let's go back to 1982. Color, let's go to an RGB monitor, because that's what I would have had at that time. You know, you had to be rich to have a 4-color monitor back then. Let's go to regular. Here you go. Too easy to over control. Yeah, well, with this I started my flight sim career, Icebird says. I remember having little red squares to show me where to go. Okay, full power, here we go. Everything in this sim, you have to turn it on. Makes tower, okay. Batman Plaza. Oh! Off the runway. Boom, okay, try one more time. Thrust. I feel like it might be running very fast because of the rate of the simulator. The steering doesn't seem to be working. Let's try one more time. Okay, thrust. View. Yeah, I'm probably doing something wrong here. I have to put flaps, otherwise I want to take off or something. 1 or 2 pips may be enough, okay. Oh, okay, no, it was all the way on the top. Look at that. Okay, you can see it over here. Okay, so here's my elevator. Okay, now full power. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm up. Change the view. Can we change the view? Here. Okay, the view change is not working this, but maybe view change only came with a later Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is the 1.0, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Mart 362, I think they downloaded the sim a little on Xbox. They downgraded the sim a little on Xbox, yeah. Oh, you meaning like the real one? It's been downgraded? But to the left, here we go. Wow. Trip down, as in Timmy Thumb's channel, ladies and gentlemen, this is a trip down memory lane. The gear up, the gear's down, the gear's up now. Okay, lights, options A, E, C, I don't know, the options not doing anything. Let's turn back and see if we can see the airfield. No, I meant everyone is trying it, and now I see you going back to the original, so I made a try. I think I got it. I was just confirming. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for Mart 362's joke here, and for being here. Thanks so much for dropping by. It went over my head like this the first time, but now I got it. Let's turn around and see if we can spot that airfield. Yeah, they degraded it for Xbox. This is what it looks like now. The original, thanks to Icebird for all here sending us this link, the original Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can play 4 versions. The first one from 1982, the second one from 1984, 2 years later, the third one from 1988, 4 years later, and then the fourth one 1989, the year after 98. That's funny. But it had everything there, you know. You had like your airspeed, you have the attitude indicator, you have your altitude, you have the indicator, the vertical airspeed indicator. Let's move down now and do a flyby the airport. It doesn't have rudder, it seems. I don't know if there's it's only only steering so far here. Maybe you need a joystick for the rudder. But according to this, maybe there is rudder, but these are just the basic ones. You can also do flight lessons. This is version 1, Mort. Version 1 from 1982. Meigs Airfield, I think, right? That's where it all started. Right, let's slow down a little bit. Oh. Now let's speed up. Oh no. Jeez. Meigs in Chicago, copy that. I had a Sublogic FS2 on the Atari STR, man. I never played the Microsoft Flight Simulator, the original. I played I think it was the second one at my friend's house. Here's the second one. Let's try this time, let's try a color composite monitor. I'll just put on demo mode for us to take a look. IBM PC Junior convertible, that's fine. Press any key to begin demo, alright. It's running in demo mode so I can get my hands off and not worry about it. Hopefully, should be running in demo mode at least. Not enough crash mod, I know that hasn't changed though. Yep, still patching. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, is it done? Oh, it's done, ladies and gentlemen. It is done. Let's get back. Thanks so much, Icebird, for showing this. Okay, let's get back and let's check this out. All right, we'll come back here later. See the original Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here we go, the very latest version. I am not going to go into the. One thing I often forget with this is the content manager. You can go to Marketplace. And you don't just do that update. You go to like World Update, and there's gonna be stuff for us to update here. Okay. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff in the content manager for us to update, but here it is. Installed. So update available, 1 GB, 3 GB, all this stuff. But I'm not gonna do that now. All I want to do is I'm gonna go to New York City. There's some discovery flights. You can go to Mount Everest, Giza, Bora Bora, Naples. Or we were just flying. Should we go to Naples? Or we were just flying? Take a look. Or should we come to New York? I think I'm gonna come to New York. Let's go take a look at New York. All right, and let's take a look. I'm not gonna do the discovery flight. I'm gonna do profile. Okay, let's see. You showed a profile. Okay, New York City or Rio. Okay, let's go to New York because I live in New York. So let's go to the Big Apple, the Big Fruit. See if you can land on the Intrepid. I love the Intrepid. I watched Back to the Future. It's an aircraft carrier here in New York City, ladies and gentlemen, with a F-14 Tomcat, an SR-71 Blackbird, and free movies in summer. Before the pandemic, at least, used to be free movies in summer. Here in New York, it's an aircraft carrier of a bunch of planes. There's an F-16 on it, a bunch of other planes, and it's basically a museum, and you can you can watch free movies. Used to be able to. All right. So profile. Did you want to see something in profile? But that's where that's where content manager is. Thank you for letting me know that. I could never find what the heck that thing was. Okay, so let's go world map. New thing, discovery flights. That's cool. Let's come to New York City, where I'm living here in New York. And where are we? I'm gonna click over Central Park here. That is departure, but I'm gonna take. I want a float plane because I want to check. Look at that. Text Innovations Cessna 172 with skis. Okay, so we're gonna be able to go on the water. Aircraft selection. Ooh, now they changed that. So instead of horizontal is up and down. I like that better. I really don't like horizontal scroll bars. Usability wise, this is not good. So this is a big improvement. Here we go. We've got a Cub crafter of X Cub floats. Okay. They have floats on the Cub. Do they have it on the Cessna? Let's take a look. Yes, they do, ladies and gentlemen. They have the Texture and Aviation Cessna 172. Skyhawk has floats as well. I think I'm going to take that one. Should we take that one? Or the Cub? Let's go with the Cub. Jet fighter? Let's see. Any jet fighter? Any jet fighter? Let's see. Not yet, I think. I think the jet fighter is coming with the release of Top Gun 2 because they're doing a tie-in with Maverick. You're gonna tie that in with Maverick and Top Gun 2 with an F-18 coming in November, I think, or maybe a little bit before November. Let's take this X Cub with the floats, and it's not gonna have any livery. And I'm just gonna go flight conditions, all players. I'm gonna keep live traffic on. Maybe should I put it off? I heard it was potential bug, but let's just leave it on for now. And we have okay, this is the content manager. I'm not going to do that now. Live players, live weather, everything. Let's go and fly. I forgot to turn on track IR, so we might not have track IR for this because I didn't expect it to be ready during. I don't remember if you have to turn on track IR before you start Microsoft Flight Simulator, or if you can do it after you already started and it'll still work. We're gonna find out right now. No floats on the CJ4. No, that doesn't look like it. Timmy Thumb, how are you doing? Timmy, there's floats now built into Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're gonna about to try out whether it creates a wake on the water. I bet it does. We're gonna find out. We're flying over New York. And there are skis for snow as well. Yep. See if you can land in Intrepid. That's a fun museum. I nearly got divorced on day 2 of my honeymoon because I turned my wife upside down in the flight sim day. I've never tried that. I should go there and try that flight sim. We're still married 10 years. Congratulations, Mort. That is good. No flow in CRJ4. Lol. Only Vancouver will be fun in float planes too. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Jumping in here. And track IR is working, even though I turned it on afterwards. Alright. It's looking pretty good so far. A bunch of other people here flying already. We're over Central Park. Alright. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good so far. You want me to turn on dev mode to see the frames per second, or you don't care? Yeah, let's do a grand tour of New York. I've lived here for 6 years, almost getting to closer to 7. I'm not I can't call myself a New Yorker yet because apparently that you have to live here 10 years before you can call yourself a New Yorker. Not flown here since the New York City Toronto bus trip. Use Alt R. What is Alt R? Alt R. Not sure what's going on there, but hopefully it's at least it's not Alt F4. All right, Alt R. Okay, Alt R. Nothing happening. Iceberg from R can see something on the outside view. What is that usually? We're flying over Central Park. Right below us here, ladies and gentlemen, there's the Metropolitan Museum of Art. What a wonderful place. Probably over like Park Avenue over here. Let's go down 5th Avenue. I have a display of a video of all the values. Oh, cool. Okay, no, I could turn on dev mode. Let's take a look. Let's turn on dev mode. General options. And let's take a look at the, because you know, people are curious about this frame rate improvements. Let's take a look at developers. Fair mode on, and here we go. Give some apply and save. And I think we have to get something a little more funky here. What do you think? This is going to put me to sleep. Stand by. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Let's go back to Bossa. Let's go back to Bossa, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, and we're back to my flight simulator. How do I turn off all this other stuff? Resume. Alright, that's looking about the same that I remember, but just over 30. Not too bad for a big city. I know that AI traffic does take a lot of frames. I mean, it's feeling pretty smooth, but sometimes even if the frame rate is saying that it's high, there's like these micro stutters, but right now it's flying pretty smooth. There's the Chrysler building coming up ahead of us. There's the MetLife building, or death, depending on your view of insurance companies. And here's the Empire State Building, of course, iconic building of New York City. Let me quickly turn down the sound of the airplane a little bit. That's a little better. Alright, stabilize. Not too different for me right now. We'll try to turn off AI traffics, and we'll see if that does something. But the first thing I want to try to do, ladies and gentlemen, is land either on the Hudson or the East River to try these wonderful new floats on this airplane. This is built into Microsoft Flight Simulator now. We have floats. Fly over Times Square here. Let's take a look down. And there you go, Times Square, ladies and gentlemen. Try not to crash into one of these other skyscrapers around here. Opa! Jig 24 with a flyby with a B748. And the Regatron coming on, but we're gonna switch that over. Let's go for a landing by the Brooklyn Bridge. As we explore New York City. Use the A320 for the Hudson, like, what's the name of that pilot that landed? That was pretty amazing. Chesley. Here's the United Nations, ladies and gentlemen, the headquarters. There's where they all meet, and there's the Secretariat building. I've done touch and goes there before. Never with a float plane, but looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Let's go by, let's do a touch and go first, and then I'm not going to try to fly under the bridge just yet. We will eventually. On the water here. A lot of people flying over New York. We have DV Chris, we have Bonjo John, we have Sam the 49er, we have Xander, Spilled Squire 99, Gambir 2976, and a bunch of other people back here. RT Dragmeyer, Tyler, wow. I wonder how many of these are Xbox players. No touch and crash. Sully. Yes, Sully. Great film too. Tom Hanks playing that pilot. He was a fighter pilot, that guy. And I'm not surprised because, you know, fighter pilots are taught to make fast decisions. And with landing the Hudson, you know, tough decision, but he made it quickly and he saved every single person on board. I think not even minor injuries, maybe some very minor ones. Amazing feat of flying and the quick decision after the plane lost engines due to a bird strike, if I remember right. Alright, Brooklyn Bridge, downtown New York City. Let's go land by the Statue of Liberty. How's that? Let's go land by the Statue of Liberty as we pass by this beautiful city, the island in the center of the world, ladies and gentlemen. In the latest update of Microsoft Flight Simulator, earlier on in the stream, while I was waiting for this to download, we were playing the very first one. And here there's all the helicopters take off from here. This is where the ferries depart. You can get a ferry from there. You can go all the way to the Rockaways. Costs the same as a metro ticket. It's about an hour ride. It's a wonderful experience. Have the wind in your hair. Oh! Yeah, I thought it was a potential crash, but it's okay. And here's the Statue of Liberty. Let's put the flaps down to, I don't even remember how to fly this plane. Let's just leave the flaps up. I've done the heli tour from there. It was ace. Awesome. I've never been in a helicopter here. I've taken the ferry. And here you go. Oh, and I think I saw... I don't know if I was awake, but I did an effect, which is nice to see. Oh, I forgot the prediction. I'll turn it on in a little bit if it's still working. Oh, here you go. Someone else had the same idea. A little bit of bouncy here. We have Chris Cheetah here. Hello, Chris Cheetah. Are we gonna get awake? See a little bit. No brakes, ladies and gentlemen. I just have to stop. Let's put the flaps down, see if that helps a little bit. Oh, 1, 2, bus! So we got wakes, ladies and gentlemen. An applause for the Asobo Studios and Microsoft Flight Simulator team. Oh yeah, we got wake, ladies and gentlemen. This is excellent news. Fantastic. We've got wake motto now. Fantastic. Oh, I'm gonna hit a boy here. Watch out. Oh, this is awesome. Stand by. Stand by. Gears up. Gears are up, I hope. Otherwise I broke the airplane, you know. Sorry, no waves, only some sort of smoke, maybe a little late. Yeah, the waves appear a little late. Yeah, they appear a little later. Hopefully, you know, they'll keep working on this stuff, but I like have some wake rather than none. And let me get the Microsoft Flight Simulator sound up a little bit.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Alright, we're gonna park right here real quickly.
Gears up for water landing.
The surprise in the voice of the controller when suddenly calmly tells him he's putting it in the Hudson is amazing. I have to listen to that again, it's been a while.
Gears up for water
Okay, I'm having trouble turning right here.
Gears up for water landing.
It's really giving me a problem. Can I do Shift P?
Gears up for water
Shift P. Oh, I think we're just gonna... Oh, because this is the reason, of course. I turned the engine is off, so the airplane there's no prop wash hitting that rudder, so of course I got my rudder authority was much reduced. And how do I switch this gears up for water landing thing with the autopilot? Whereas it's been ages since the gear advisory. Acknowledge, okay.
Gears up for water landing.
Oh, that's new. This thing is new. Safety gear advisory. Acknowledge. Press to interact.
Gears up for water landing.
I can't seem to click.
Gears up for water landing.
This is new.
Gears up for water landing.
Do I have to map something new that's
Gears
not
up for
mapped?
water landing.
Acknowledge. Press a mystery button to interact.
Gears up for water
Does it step
landing.
up when you speed up like a real float plane? Let's check
Gears
it out.
up for water landing.
Here you go. Speed up. I'm gonna pull full left rudder.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water
We're kind of stuck now. See if we can wiggle her around a little bit.
water landing. Gears up for water landing.
There's walking tall with a crazy coming in low of a...
Gears up for water landing.
Stand by.
Gears up for
So water Suez Canal all over again.
Gears up for water landing.
I think we're stuck, ladies and gentlemen.
Gears up for water landing.
How about Shift P?
Gears up for water landing.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Gears up for water landing.
No,
Gears
we
up
are
for
stuck. We're gonna have to restart. Let's go back to the main menu and let's try the Cessna now. Good day, Lieutenant Smartass. How you doing? Mort. Depending on the commentary. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go back to New York City with. Look how many people are here. Let's start here over the downtown. I'm over. Let's go right downtown again. Set as departure. But this time I'm gonna take the Cessna with the floats. I want to check that airplane out. Alright, I keep looking for that scroll bar. I'm happy they just put it up and down. That's much better. Here you go. A Cessna 172 with floats. Let's take a quick look at the liveries. Anything updated? Okay, that's just a default one. That's probably because I haven't updated the content yet. This is just a sim update we're running here. Gentlemen, go give Lieutenant Smartass a follow. Another friend of the stream dropping by here. And of course, Mort75, one of the newest friends of this team here. The water rudder, yeah, I could put my leg outside or like put like I could, you know, if you, maybe water planes have like have oars in them. I don't know. All right, here's the 172. Oh, my pleasure, gentlemen. Did I miss anyone's messages? Let's see. I wonder why the shadows disappear on the edge of the monitor. Huh, didn't notice that. Bridges was not safe to fly under when I tried. Should we try flying under a bridge, see if that's been updated? Oh, let's go see the aircraft carrier that was just mentioned. Could be right there. We'll try to land by the aircraft carrier. There's Madison Square Garden where New York Knicks play basketball, and there's all sorts of TV music shows. 34th Street Penn Station's looking a little better now. They're starting to make it look less of a disaster after they destroyed the beautiful one years ago. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen, below us, the Intrepid aircraft carrier. You can see an F-14 over there. There's the Blackbird next to it. There's an F-4 Phantom. There's an F-16 Fighting Falcon. There's like a couple of French planes. There's a Concorde, right? There's a Concorde. There's a submarine on the side. And I watched Back to the Future there a while back, some summers ago, because they used to do free movies on the flight deck of the Intrepid. It's a floating aircraft carrier museum in New York City. And they used to do free movies in summers. Let's try landing with this again to take another peek at the new wake effects. Performance feeling pretty good here. I do have AI traffic turned on, and I know that can be, in my recent experience, that can be a performance killer. There you go, SR-71 Blackbird as well. Pretty amazing that they have this aircraft carrier parked in a museum here in New York. Alright, full nose trim down here. She wants to climb quite a bit, this the Cessna. 172 with the floats. Interesting thing about these float planes, if you can put the gear down, it's not just in water. This is something I realized only recently. Look at the gear, it has like the gears in front. So if I press G, see they extend and then they drop down, and then you can land, you know, you can, there's a little, okay, let me get it from the drone view. I'll be able to show you a little better. They do have like these little wheels out here. And if I press G again, see, they that's how it works. I was really amazed by that. I had never noticed that. And look at that. There is an oar, ladies and gentlemen. Another applause for a solo studio. There is an oar. An oar there that we can use to row if there's a problem. I don't know if that's model or not. Probably not at this point, but an amphibian Getting flashbacks when I was here in Ship Simulator. There's such a thing as Ship Simulator? That's pretty amazing. What is this building? That's kind of weird. I don't think I've seen that in real life here. The High Line where you can walk straight down here, approaching that's the West Village down there. Bob Dylan used to live there. Still a good place for nightlife. NYU is there. There's Washington Square Park. A lot of artists in the 60s. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look at this water landing. Boom! A bit bouncy. Oh, it does leave the wake. Look at that. The wake is there. Right from the other side, maybe there's less reflection. Let's try to go to the drone view. Stand by. Getting a little bouncy here, but I want to see it from the drone view. All right.
Gears up for water landing.
The gears are up. I don't know why the computer keeps telling me that. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Some wake, a brand new effect here, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Gears up for water landing.
Very nice. Honor is amazing.
Gears up for water landing.
Wait, Asobo added default amphibious night system? Yes, they did, Lieutenant Smart. Not Lieutenant Smartass. Not only an amphibian
Water landing.
C-172, but amphibian Shock Ultra as well.
For water landing.
One thing that here's Ellis Island over here. All the immigrants
Gears up
to
for
arrive in New York City. There's a Statue of Liberty.
Gears up
Let's try to turn this thing off. I'm gonna power down here. And there seems to be something that I have to map that is not mapped now. Safety gear advice, acknowledge caution. Let's take a quick look at the controls because I've never seen that before, so that's new for me. Let's go keyboard. There's no acknowledge. Ack. Oh man, I forgot how to spell acknowledge now already. I'm such a doofus. Hold up. Yeah, I enjoyed my visit to Ellis Island very much indeed as well. ACKN. Wow, I always feel there's a W there. Isn't that crazy? Alright, that's general options. We want control options. ACK. Expand collapse all. ACK miscellaneous, maybe menu. Cockpit interaction. Whoa, there's some acknowledge. Nope, I don't know what I have to map there. Clickable cockpit. If someone knows and you want to let me know, I am all ears. But first, can I touch anything else now? Let's see. Oh, here you go. Hold something to lock. Now I need to map something in order to touch stuff. You can't just click. That's new. Set alternate air. You can't just click like we always do. Yeah, this is new. Now apparently maybe you have to press a second button to interact. Yeah. And it's not mapped, which is interesting. Let's see. Let's try mixture. Oops. I'm totally confused now because they've put controls on the bottom right now. Okay. Let's see. Click. Nothing. Interact. Here you go. Interaction unlock. Interaction toggle. Interaction lock. Should I put toggle? I'm just gonna put toggle. I'm gonna put the middle mouse button. I don't remember if that was. Hold up. Let's go in the. It has to be in the mouse. Okay. All right. Interaction toggle. I'm gonna map middle mouse. Ooh. Middle mouse button maybe. This already toggle free look. Okay. How about right click? Oh, that's tricky now. So now you have to really... What the heck should I put for that? Should I put a / or something? Trying to assign an action to a device that is not selected. Oh, okay. Interacts. This is new. Interaction toggle. I'm gonna put / for now, just to keep moving. And let's see if that does it. Apply and save. Thank you, computer. Let me hydrate for a second here. I'm so excited that I'm Wait, why didn't you use the ore when you were stuck? I don't think they modeled that. Yes, Tim. The Loch Ness statue. Haven't seen that one. All right, let's try again. Oh, still. Hold up. Let's try again here. It wants... It's not letting me do it. I don't know why. Control options, mouse, interaction toggle. Let's try, I'm just gonna try the middle mouse button and just go for it. The hell with it. Apply and save. Resume. No. Not letting me do it. Does the ore ability come out with the Odyssey release? Probably does. Timmy Thumb coming in of the nice commentary here, ladies and gentlemen. 33 GB downloaded, nearly there. Awesome. We are trying to figure out why we can't. Oh, wait a minute. Why we can't click a cockpit anymore. There's something we have to map that is new. We're gonna try to figure that out. Now it's telling me hold something to lock. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick Google search and see if someone already figured it out. MSFS update hold to unlock, it says. Let's see if Google knows. How about Reddit? Does Reddit know? Let's see, Google, that's DuckDuckGo, is not being too helpful in this case. Nope. Alright, hold something to lock. Can't just move it anymore, I don't know why. Press to interact. Maybe that's another thing. Alright, let's look for interact. Control, let's go to keyboard. Let's go interact. Interaction unlock. Let's map that for that. Validate. This one I'll clear current input. I'll do that on the same one. Let's do a different one. Let's do what? Dot? Okay. Let's see if that that lets me do it. Alright, here you go. No, hold to lock. No. Let's try this then. Let's go to control options and let's let's go to default. Whoa! Closey, New York City. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's just go to default. Okay, for the keyboard, and let's see if that will give us a clue. Apply and save. I'm going to default keyboard here. Maybe it's on the mouse though. No, still. Let's go back to the mouse then. Control options. Mouse, Hypertexthero small plane 30%. Let's go back to default. I'm gonna apply and save. Let's see if it'll let me utilize this mouse now. There you go. Hold left. They want you to be left click.
For water landing.
They want you to hold down the
Gears
left.
up for water landing.
Okay. All right. Now that I know that, I'm gonna go back to control options. Let's go back to Hypertexthero small plane 30%. I forgot why I named it that. And oh wait, first let's go default. Let's go menu. Let's see, miscellaneous clock interaction axis. Okay, clock interaction. Secondary action is right. Primary action is left. Okay. Secondary and primary left and right. Okay. Let's go back to my Hypertexthero one. Now interaction toggle mid click. All right. Search not assign. I want all of them, please. And let's go to let's search by interact. I'll be right back to the chat. Primary action. Oh. Boom. Validate. Interaction secondary action. Now I forgot if it was the lockable number. We're gonna find out. Validate. That's fine. Let's see if that works. Like a boss. 1, 2, boss. Closing New York City. Wasn't it always like that? Not for me. I could just click and... Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. I'm as confused as you guys.
Gears up for water
Now...
landing.
Yeah, it was, but maybe I hadn't mapped
Gears
it or
up for
something.
water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Okay, now I can turn this advisory
Gears up
off.
for water landing.
Shut up, computer. Okay, go. Right now, wait a minute. Right on, normally smooth Imperial, not on the account. Figured I'd drop by and see what's up. Copy that, closing New York City. Do you live in New York City? Oh, a little bumpy. This lock unlock physiology is new, but I've always clicked and dragged. Yeah, same here. It's just confusing the heck out of me. But now that I mapped it, it seems to it's okay. Oh, you're smooth Imperial. Gotcha. Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Gotcha. Welcome back. Is this your Xbox account you're dropping by in? Built-in float planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator now, ladies and gentlemen. A Cessna 172 afloat. Smacking scrubs down there and catching doves 8645 around the Statue of Liberty here. And also a Shock Ultra. Shock Ultra with floats here in New York.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water.
Shush, computer, shush. Okay. All right, let's go for a fly out about the city. Okay, first thing I want to try to do is fly under a bridge, see if the propeller still stops. Let's try that. Let's take a look at close New York City in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he is a streamer or not. Okay, not a streamer, but I'll give you a follow anyway. What the hell? Do boats have wakes? Well, that boat's not moving. I don't have that. No mods right now. To update this, I removed everything from the community folder. I use this manager application that just creates sim links in there, so I don't have to actually physically move it in the hard disk. I haven't updated the content yet, so this is still the old content. I've just done the sim update. But let's see if the sim update will let us fly under, for example, the Brooklyn Bridge without the engine stopping. If the engine does stop, at least we have floats on the airplane, we won't crash. Close NYC is smooth Imperial. Oh, close unit series smooth. Copy that, Closey. Copy that. I have a friend who used to work in that building there in an advertising agency. Been looking for a home for a while. Alright, here we go. Test whether we can go under bridges or not. Here we go. Oh! They're working. There was a bump. Did you hear that bump? I don't think I touched the water, but let's try it again. Let's go back. See, the shadows of the bridge goes away when you're far away. Oh, yeah, that is weird. I haven't touched my graphics settings since I don't remember what my there's wood up in the sky, ladies and gentlemen. A TBM 930. We got Trav Guy 1212. We got Quan Squatch. Oh no, let's go under the Brooklyn Bridge. Not the. I think this is this the Manhattan Bridge? Let's try going under the Brooklyn Bridge again. There was a bit of a bump, but the airplane kept moving. So that's new for me. And it looks like we can fly under bridges, ladies and gentlemen. I think that bump was just turbulence. Let's try flying under both of these now. But before that, I want to fly by my friend's house, Marcus, out in... he lives here in Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. He'll be up here somewhere. Just wave to him. When a part of the plane goes before the shadow, ugly since the first moment. Yeah, I haven't noticed that, to be honest, but I'll take a look now when I see it. Where's Atlantic Avenue? I think this might be Atlantic Avenue right here.
Gears up for water landing. 500.
Wow,
Gears
this
up
is
for
really...
water landing.
Can I disable that? Advisory? There you go, there's my friend's place down here, around there. There it is. Ciao Marcos, ciao Kiko. There's some nice barbecues there before. Downtown Brooklyn. Massive city. If it was its own city, it would be like the third largest one in the United States, I think. If it counted as its own city. After, I think, you know, New York and maybe like, what, LA or something? Don't think. Don't think, just do. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fly under a couple more bridges. Looking good so far, this update. I am going to try to turn off AI traffic to see if that improves our frame rate further. But I am very happy with the water wakes. And I'm happy we'll be able to fly under this bridge without crashing. Without... Oh! I might have spoken too soon. I heard your place say don't sink. You know what? We're in developer mode. That's why we haven't crashed. There you go. Let's restart. Nice landing. Oh yeah. Sim update day, 27th of July 2021. With a whole cavalcade of new players coming in from the Xbox aficionado universe. This is Hypertexthero here in New York City, the city where I live in currently. There's the Empire State. Here's Madison Square Garden. There is Penn Station a little bit further up over there. There's Bryant Park of the NYPL Library of the beautiful Rose Reading Room. We got 41 frames per second right now. Let's take a quick look. If I do this, and I go to General Options, and I turn off the AI traffic. AI traffic type. Oh, this is the aviation. I think I would have to restart it. Let's go back. Discard. Thank you so much for the follow, Senebauer. 1-2 boss Senebauer in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Let's go to the main menu. I'm going to turn off AI traffic and I'm going to see what happens to my frame rate. I've been between 30 and 40 frames per second over New York City right now with the AI traffic. I haven't done the content updates. I've only done the sim update. But I know that one thing that can eat your frames is if you go to general options here, or actually no, it's not here. It's when you go fly, okay? When you go fly, I'm just going to click in the middle of New York, set as departure. Flight conditions on the top right. I'm gonna go not live traffic. I'm gonna go off. Okay. All players off. Live weather and time, but not live traffic. Because I think what that live air traffic does is it looks at real information coming from real airplane flight tracking systems, and if there's like, you know, the Delta 787 to roam from New York City, they will actually show you an airplane there where it's supposed to be flying at this moment, and maybe that eats frames per second. Halfway done, Mort. Download complete for Mort 75. Awesome, you're all welcome to come fly with me in New York City if you want, or I can come and join you wherever you are, maybe a little later. Restart takes longer than Y for slewing mode. Alright, let's go. This photogrammetry data here is a little outdated because these giant buildings here, there's like a bunch, there's more of them now, and they're pretty ugly buildings that are shooting up on the skyline here on 59th Street or 58th Street. Bunch of billionaires. Oh, Sam Zick and it's DZ, baby, flying together down here. Information of Cessna 208 and a TBM 930. But yeah, the billionaires here in 59th Street, they keep building these buildings. They use a loophole in the New York City law that if they put like a floor every 10 floors, if every 10 floors of your building you have like a mechanical floor for like air conditioner systems and that sort of thing, then you can, there's no limit on the height you can build the building, so they keep trying to build buildings taller than the next person. That's why you have all these buildings shooting up here in billionaire row. South of Central Park. Yeah, not much difference the frame rate without the AI traffic. Still, you know, 30 to 40. That's alright for a city, you know. I'm all for not including the new ugly buildings like an SF. Yeah, same here. I like the classic New York City landscape. Okay, let's try going under. That bridge I don't think is gonna work to go under because look at it. It's it's solid concrete under that bridge. Let's try flying down 5th Avenue. Let's go from the Empire State uptown. Zemia! Obex1, PT5154, Drewy, a bunch of people here, Garbal64. I mean, New York is pretty popular destination generally, but even more so today, ladies and gentlemen, due to this latest update. Alright, we're over 5th. Is this 5th Avenue? I think this is 5th Avenue. Yes, it is. There's that church. To the left is the Rock. There's an Apple store down here. And here's the Central Park Museum Row coming up. Right over Central Park. Yeah, I'm not getting, you know, my performance is about, over New York at least, about the same as it was before. Not a huge change for me here. But remember, I have not done the world update, I've only done sim update. Kovacs 1 landed, or perhaps crashed of a TBM 930 down here. Let's go see Columbia University, where I used to work before I lost my job and became a streamer aficionado. What did they add to New York City the update? I don't know, because I haven't, so far just water effects. That's the sim update, because I haven't done the update of the content yet. Let's see, we just passed it, I think. Back there, Columbia should be, where is it? Oh, there it is, right ahead. Columbia University campus. There's a very nice little pastry shop here. See this big church over here? It's just in front of it a bit further south. Called the Hungarian Pastry Shop. Free coffee refills, which is kind of rare for New York. And you can become like you know, a trembling wreck if you drink enough coffees there. A couple of cheesecakes and pastries of all types. Here's the Hudson River. Flows up and down. Tamahanikuk or something like that in a Native American dialect, the Lenape dialect, which means the river that flows both ways, because it goes into the Atlantic, and depending on the tide and on the wind, mostly tide, it flows upwards and downwards. A lot more trees everywhere than I thought. New York is pretty green. Options, general options, disability, Cochlear interaction system, from lock to legacy to get the mouse left click to work on the Cochlear buttons. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Icebird. I already mapped it, but I'll change it afterwards. The flaps. I can't fly under the... This is the George Washington Bridge. This is where Sully pretty much flew right over before he landed on the Hudson. So this is Washington Heights here. Across the river, we got New Jersey. We're not too far from where I live here in the city now, ladies and gentlemen. There is Tango Hotel November Delta Romeo Charlie Lima Papa in a C-172 Thunderclap. Thunderclap, ladies and gentlemen. Manhattan Island, getting to the end of it over here. Here we have a place called the Cloisters. Maybe Mr. V is gonna come and visit in the next few days. Have to be in touch and plan on when we're gonna meet. We haven't met yet. Here's New York City right now. The Cloisters. There's Inwood Hill Park, an awesome park in New York City. And that there is the Harlem River. You can get a train from Marble Hill Station and go upriver to Beacon to see the Dia Museum and stuff like that. Oh, no worries, man. This is the T-Wall. Yeah, I wonder if one day they're going to update all, find a solution for these bridges that are like solid. You know, right now you have to download something that is you have to download a specific. Shut up, computer. Quiet. Can I turn this advisory off? No. Josh, computer. So if you answer my question regarding Edition XC, I didn't hear. Oh, copy, Lieutenant. I don't know yet because I haven't done the content update. I've only done the sim update yet because the content update is another 20 gigabyte, and I just wanted to jump in here as quickly as I can. So I don't know if they did additions. Later tonight, I might stream more Microsoft Flight Simulator to keep looking at. I'm going to, after this stream, update the content, and then I'll come back and take a look. But do we have any requests from the stream of a place that you want to see? I will be very happy to go and fly there now. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna land right here by the George Washington Bridge. We're gonna take a little break, and when I come back, I will go to wherever you like. It is more popular than usual, but that may be because Xbox, the game came out for Xbox today, so a bunch of Xbox players may be showing up. I don't know. I don't think they tell you if it's an Xbox player or not, but I assume it's all the same universe. Deeb Herbal Skeletal Jam 32902 coming in from Fortnite to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just kidding. I don't know. If you fly really close to the water, does it give a wake just from flying close? That's not implemented yet, I guess. Can't see any traffic on my game. Weird. Did you check your the traffic setting, the all player settings and traffic settings and stuff like that? I used to live around here to 145th Street. It was a good time, but I'm glad I don't live there anymore because there was these guys that turned on the music so loud in their cars that I felt like throwing like a table down on their cars. But you know, back then I didn't have a US passport yet, so I didn't want to get deported, so I didn't throw anything at the car. But I'm glad I don't live there anymore. Although it was nice. It was a nice couple of years we had there. 145th Street, West Harlem. We're gonna land here in the Hudson. I'm gonna take a little break. There's Sakura Park up here by that big like tower. Some church right there. Not too far from 125th Street and the Apollo Theater. Oh yeah. Most column solutions is East USA and all players in flight conditions. There you go. Oh, pretty bumpy here, this landing of mine. Opa, opa. What do you get for doing for outside view? There you go. There you go. I'll leave you a view of that ore and the wake here. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to see any particular place in Microsoft Flight Simulator, just let me know in chat. I will be right back. Alrighty, boss. Oh. No applause needed, thank you, computer. Alright, no worries, flight conditions. Okay, but here, let's do this. I'm gonna go back to the main menu. So top right, you go to world map. On the top right of the screen, let me turn off dev mode, okay? Top right of the screen, I'm in East USA. And oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I am so happy about this change. This deserves an extended applause to Asobo Studios. Look at this, look at the map. It's not gray anymore, it's a real map now. This is awesome. Another applause, an extended applause for Asobo Studios for this. You can zoom in and you have a satellite view. That is pretty amazing. All right. Yes, Asobo, thank you. Thank you, Microsoft. This is a very nice change. This is very nice. Sugar Hill, baby. Oh, yeah. So awesome. All right. Yeah, flight conditions. There it is. Here, this is live weather. If you want to change it, you can click on a preset. But you can do it in the sim as well. Live, if you want. Even if you put live, you can generally do it in the sim. I'm keeping live air traffic off for all players. I am curious about that Naples thing. Let me quickly go to the content manager and see if we can update maybe just the Naples. Stand by. Stand by. Naples? Discovery Naples. Up to date. Okay, so we can do that one. Okay, cool. Let's go to Naples because we learned we were flying in Naples with NeoFly earlier today. So let's try this discovery flight. Naples, Italy. You can't choose the aircraft. You have to use a Diamond D40NG, but hey, I'm pretty familiar with this aircraft after a race from Paris to Dakar. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, already. That's pretty fast loading time. Let's go. Loading time seems to be faster. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Oh, that's the ending stream music. And I think since we're flying Naples, we'll go back to Bossa, alright? Dude, I just got to New York City. Alright, I'll go back to New York City a little bit. I'll go back to New York City in a little bit. Let me try Naples first, Mort. I apologize. I thought, you know, you were doing your thing. Nisa, beautiful island. We'll go back to New York City in a little bit. I just want to take a look at some of the stuff this new stuff. This is nice. I like these waypoints. This reminds me of Pilot Wings for the Super Nintendo. Pilot Wings feature here. When I see two smokestacks like this, I can't help it and I have to fly between them. We'll go back to New York City in a little bit. Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. Naples, with this connection to the South America, to Argentina. Because Maradona is considered pretty much a god here. You know how the Greeks have their gods? Maradona is considered a god here because he came, he played fairly well and they won the championship. An amazing player. Unfortunately passed away in the last few years. Was it last year? I think it was last year, right? Diego Maradona Stadium. Diego Armando Maradona. Frame rate here is feeling excellent. Although I turned it off now, so I don't even know what it is. Sometimes it's better to keep it off so you don't get too distracted. Feeling really smooth. I think they have added photogrammetry to Naples. or updated. Discovery tool, this is so awesome. It's like Google Maps or Bing Maps or OpenStreetMaps, but in a flight simulator. Good to be flying back in the DNG 40. And then we'll hop back to New York. The loading time seems to have improved. They seem to have improved. Maybe it's because I had flown in Naples earlier today. The Rio de Janeiro of Italy. Naples. Which one was that? I didn't see a label. A fort, some fort or other. There's another one. There's Vesuvius. Castel Nuovo. Oh, you have to put it in the center of the screen, maybe? A little bit weird, like the Castel del Uovo. The labels appear and disappear. But this is the center of Naples. Those restaurants I was telling you about, like Da Michele, stuff they're around here. You have to find Umberto Uno Street, which I believe is this one over here. And the pizza I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, you follow Umberto Uno, this avenue. If this is the correct one, I may be mistaken. I think, no, that one is Umberto Uno, I think. That one there, I think. That's Umberto Uno. Yeah, it's this one right here. That's Umberto Uno. And I'll show you where Da Michele is, because we've been talking about this all day, about pizza. It's making me hungry. And then I'm gonna show you where is the best pizza I've had in New York City, okay? I'll tell you where the best pizza I've had outside our house. We're starting to experiment making pizza here at Hypertexthero HQ as well. It's going pretty well. The Da Michele is right there, I believe. I think that's right there. Alright. Let's do a landing at the airport and go back to New York. Naples and New York also have a pretty, or Naples, I mean Italy and New York City have a pretty intimate connection. Not just mafia stuff, but food, and you know, a lot of immigrants in several waves immigrated from Italy to the United States. I'm just gonna come in from this side here. I flew over my house. Hey Smithy, FLC 99er, that is awesome, man. Congratulations. Smithy coming. Are you playing on Xbox? Is it your first time? I'll give you a follow for that feat. And who followed me before? Well, we had like Senebauer out here. We have Senebauer out here. I'll give him a follow too after this landing. Naples International Airport. We're gonna do a landing right here. Oh yeah. Some Regatron coming to you directly through the Hypertext transfer protocol. Being transmitted by my computer system via who knows where these web servers are. Somewhere here in New York probably. The East USA servers. Via Naples, Italy, in a digital rendition of another lovely city in the Italic Peninsula, we are going to land here and head to New York City. The wonderful thing about this game is that a click, after depressing your mouse button a few times, you can go some, oh, a little bit of a freezer, you can go somewhere else in the world. Isn't that amazing? A little bit of a high landing speed, but we'll just take it. No flaps. Very nice frame rate here, look at this. Capodichino Airport. Air traffic control, this is Hypertext, so I'm just gonna get off the runway right here if you let me over. Xbox Series X, congrats. Smithy, hope you're enjoying it. Welcome to the Microsoft Flight Simulator world. I really love this game. I've been playing flight sims a long time. But this is a golden age of flight sim. It's an excellent time to be coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator and to other flight sims that this game may lead you to. Alright, New York City. Predict. Okay, it was imaginary. I don't have that turned on yet, Wild Chris, because I'm just doing random stuff here. I will turn on a little later, probably. And main menu, we have a friend request. Go check it out. Visit the birthplace of Hypertexthero Air Flight Kitty Hawk. I've never been there, actually. Not even in the... Oh, updates available. Okay, it's not a friend request. Let's go back to New York and let's see if we can meet up with Mort75. Are we friends in this, Mort? Let me see if you have your same name over here. M0RT75er. Sending. The servers are getting hammered right now. Copy that. Wow, Chris, thank you for the imaginary prediction too. Oh, is that like a square root of -1? I'm not a math head, but okay, invitation sent. That's good. I'm not a math head, but not meth, but math, you know, or meth. I'm not a meth or math head. Senate Bar followed me a little earlier. Not sure if it's a streamer or not, but we'll give the follow back anyway. Nice little Snoopy picture. There you go. And I am gonna just click right above. Let's go over Queens here. I used to work in Queens. Let's stick any other airplane that we may have missed. We have snow stuff, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the Cessna with the floats. That's fine. Yeah. I don't have the deluxe version. I only have the regular. Flight conditions. All players. Live weather and time. I'm keeping live traffic off. Try to keep the frame rate up. And we are in East USA server, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go fly. I was wondering if the math joke got through. Now it did. I had missed it because I've tried to do too many things at once here. Mort says I don't do much flight simulator online. Okay, but now you are in New York. I'm gonna try to find you. All right. And we have reached our weekly follow goals. Thank you very much, chat. We surpassed the 8 followers this week. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And here we are back in New York City. Let's see if we can spot Mort75er. There he is. There he is. Let's form up on him. To see all these names, you have to go to options and you have to go to traffic and put traffic nameplates on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go form up on Mort75. This little thing here is called a pitot tube, and that's what measures. There's a little hole in front of that, and that's what measures the air pressure outside to give you information that gives you your airspeed. This thing over here, and altitude as well. This information over here. No radar below this. There he is. There's no radar between this airplane. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Mort75 on applause. Joining us here on the stream. Let's try to form up on him. He's right here. Okay, I'm just gonna fly straight and level towards the One World Trade Center. Maybe you can try to form up on me. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. And I'm gonna go back to the drone zone-ish type playlist. I want a little bit more calm here. Where did he go? There he is, back there. I'm gonna turn and form on you, and then I'll go a little forward if you want to form on me. You keep heading to the World Trade Center, We'll do a little formation flying here of Mort. Toasted Butter, I am Knockoff, Renato 1507, XLRX Seeker, Shadow Bunny GX, good game, Kazi Tato, Fingertech PR, and their 9X, everyone here flying together in New York. There's the Statue of Liberty, there's the Freedom Tower. Used to be 2 towers, now it's just 1, unfortunately, but that's, you know, how the world goes sometimes. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mort 75. That is a 0, it's not an O. Friend in chat and in the game, giving us a little bit of the... This is how airplane pilots say hi when you don't have radios. You put your wings from side to side, okay, just like that. There it is. Awesome. Alright, it's gonna dive in and speed up for a fly pass, probably by the Statue of Liberty. Try to stay with him. Or is he gonna... Oh, he's gonna go for a loop. Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Gears up for water landing.
Woo!
Gears up for water landing. Stall. Gears up for water landing.
Awesome.
Gears up
Music's matching pretty well too.
Gears up for water landing.
The Statue of Liberty right down there. Mathieu!
Gears up for
I
water
knew a guy called Mathieu once and I changed the desktop.
Gears up for water landing.
I put a picture of Lorenzo Lamas as his desktop background when he wasn't looking. He got a little upset, but that was just a joke.
Gears up for water landing.
Well, Lorenzo Lamas from Renegade. I don't know if you're familiar with that show.
Gears up for water landing.
Little fly past the Statue of Liberty here. I've been there in the real life and in the Division 2 with the New York update. One of the last missions, if not the last mission, is by the Statue of Liberty.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for
Josh, computer. Oh no! Oh, not Rio Lamas. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Liberty, keeping the flame going here. But may or may not disappoint a lot of Xbox players coming in today. There's no collision modeling, there's no damage modeling in this game. It's all like you just fly through other planes. Nothing happens if you crash into other planes. Antoine, a lot of people here float planes.
500.
Oh, I'm gonna do a barrel roll to try to slow down a little bit.
Gears up for water landing.
Not a barrel roll, more like a side slip.
500.
Here's Ellis Island to our left, where a lot of immigrants first touched down in New York City, and Mort is landing by Ellis Island. Very nice, Mort.
Gears up for water landing.
At full power and keep observing. Ellis Island, ladies and gentlemen, an excellent museum as well if you come to New York City. Gives you an idea of the amount of different people that live in the city. There's over 200 languages spoken here, to give you an idea. There's about, 200 and some nations in the world, 114, 16, I forget the number. In New York, there's over 200 languages spoken.
Gears up for water
There was this like anthropologist that was researching a linguist, something was researching languages from somewhere in Africa, and he couldn't find anyone who spoke it, but then he came to New York and he found someone who spoke the language in New York City instead.
Gears up
Have I missed anything from chat? Let's show. I don't know what your settings are, but Liberty is looking damn good. Yeah, Liberty looks nice, huh? My settings are, and I haven't done the content update. This is just
Gears up
sim update. I haven't done the content update so far. Very cool. I like these float planes a lot because basically there's so many different...
Gears up for water landing.
I do want to find out how to disable that thing almost permanently. There's so many places you can land like in 70% of the planet if you have floats, you know. Suspicious lines of trees there. Oh, those, yeah, that looks a little suspicious. I don't know if when the tide goes down, if sometimes that there's something that shows there. All right, challenge time. Is it possible to land
Gears up for water landing.
the Cessna 172 float plane in the lake in Central Park? I don't think it's possible, but we could try it.
Gears up for water landing.
Should we try it? Should we go try to land it in the lake in Central Park? Lieutenant Smarta says, I found I had to basically fly right next to buildings for them to load. One thing about the way this game loads up content is it's loading it through your internet connection all the time. You have to have Bing World data, Bing World graphics or something turned quiet computer turned on. And so if you fly around one particular place often, for example, if you fly around New York City often, and see that person's flying a helicopter, I think that's why it's showing the plane, because I don't have the helicopter installed right now. So if you fly over New York a lot and you let it load and you have a rolling cache, there's a setting in the game called a rolling cache, and if you have that setting large enough, then when you go back to this place, the data will be in your cache, basically in a little box in your computer that stores the data so you don't have to download it every time you fly over it, and then you won't have that problem of it you know, having to wait for it to load. But I know people that have like 200 gigabyte cache. I mean, I don't have enough space to do that sort of thing, so I often just I have a 10 gigabyte cache, I think, set up, and I just take it as it comes and see what happens. Following Mort 75 towards Central Park here. Is my mixture rich? Let's see. It wasn't. Felt like I was a little underpowered. Let's look down and see where we're at. Party Waldo, real adult person, Hamburglar, OP. There's Washington Square Park back there. We passed it where NYU is. A lot of fun bars and little places to eat. Empire State Building, of course. I've never gone up to it. I should go up before I leave New York City. You know, it's one of those things like, oh, I live here, I'll go eventually, and end up never going. I've never gone up. I'm full of tourists generally, but I do want to go up. Chrysler Building, there it is to our right, and the UN further up from it by the river. In my opinion, perhaps the most beautiful skyscraper in New York. Quite a bit of turbulence here in the city. You can see the plane starts getting shaken around. This game, one of the really wonderful things about it is how it models weather. It models turbulence, it models wind. That's where we're gonna try to land, on that lake. I don't know if there'll be enough space. We have to come in very, very low and slow in order to be able to come to a halt there. Remember, we have no brakes. We have an oar attached to the side of the airplane. Over there's the oar, but there's no way to use it, so I can't, you know, stick it on out the side and okay, here's more. He's gonna go win. I think about that a lot. I never do stuff close to home. He's investigating. He's flying low and investigating how we may be able to land on this. I'm gonna put my flaps down all the way, and I think I'm gonna. I don't know where the wind is coming from right here, but oh, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Mort going in for the landing. Let's observe and see if he can make it. He's gonna go around here. And I think it's called Jackie Kennedy Lake, or Jackie Kennedy, maybe that's the name of the path by it. Did he manage? Disappeared. I'm not sure if that's a internet issue or if it didn't work out. Lieutenant Smartass Says I checked out, and Wildcard was mentioning the cache there as well, and Lieutenant Smartass says, "Oh shit, watch out!" Oh jeez! Oh, look at the chat. That was close. I thought it was almost. I thought that was a definite crash, but I got lucky. Okay. I have to aviate first, but I'm communicating now instead. I checked out the Tisch film program at NYU as a potential postgraduate program when I was in Washington Square Park. There were students filming. At Washington Square Park, RTG with a big jet above us, like a 747. Washington Square Park is a bit of a, you know, bit of life of the city place. Everyone over there, from, you know, people who live on the street to famous actors to students from NYU. To tourists, to people from the Bronx who come and do showtime, all sorts of characters there. It really is a fun place to hang out and visit. Great people watching. If you like people watching, Washington Square Park is one of the best places in the city to just sit down and people watch and hang out. Here we have the little lake where you can rent a boat over Central Park. I saw an owl inside this little forest here in Central Park last month, I believe it was. It was amazing. There was this giant owl there, like a barn owl of some sort. I don't know if it was a barn owl or a different kind. It was white and it was really big. We're gonna fly over the Metropolitan Museum of Art, skim over the roof there, and we're trying to take this 172 down with the. Oh, what happened? Whoa, okay, my display just turned on and off for a second. That threw me off. Right on the edge of the envelope here of the stall, ladies and gentlemen, right over that tree. That's an iconic New York City building there that's been in a few movies. I don't know if we're able to stop, but we're gonna try it. Here we go. I'm gonna try to put her down full left rudder. Wanu boss! We've done it. It was pretty crazy, but we managed, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, look at that! Like, you know, my chief engineer is not going to be too happy about the right wingtip there, but that's all right. Can I power up the airplane and turn left to get away from this thing? Let's see if you can, you know, just kick it. I just want to kick my leg out there and kick the airplane away. Go. Pretty stuck, pretty stuck. We are stuck, we are stuck. That's alright. Navy preview, what time is it? 4:30, got another half hour to go. Can I do Shift P maybe? I think it does work, but I'm in the wrong way. Mortef, I got mine stuck also, I can't type copy. Oh, awesome, we're flying VR. Awesome, no worries. Thanks, Galaxia. Why? Slew. Oh, how do I do slew? Is it Y? I've never done slew before. I'm pressing Y. Oh! Oh! I never knew about this Iceberg. That's how you do it. Thank you, Iceberg. Another applause for Iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. He comes in here and he just like lets the information flow. It's like there was no tomorrow. The Iceberg strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. Turn the music down a little bit. Here, Iceberg, this one is for you, this little harp gliss. He also put some information on Meadow. Cool, I'll check it out. Let me try to take off now. And then we're going to try to land in LaGuardia or something with the floats, but we're going to put that landing gear down.
Here's up for water landing. Here's up for water landing.
And we're up.
Here's up for water landing.
Can we clear these trees? I'm right at the edge of the stall here. I don't think I'll be able to clear them, but let's try.
Here's up for
Maybe
water.
just barely, but then there's the building.
Here's up for water landing.
Let's just try to turn. Right rudder, and then recover. Recover. Can we go down 5th Avenue? Can we go down 5th Avenue? Oh yes, we're still flying. We're still flying. Here's the Metropolitan Museum of Art to our right.
Here's up for water landing. Here's up for water landing. Here's up for water.
1, 2, box! We're up, ladies and gentlemen. I did not think we were gonna make that, but the gods are looking kindly upon us today.
Here's up for water landing.
Computer,
Here's
take a
up for
shower.
water landing.
Alright. Go down 5th Avenue one more time. And then we are going to maybe go land at LaGuardia. The Nan Man, Finger Tech PR still up there. Argrana, Jammy Dodger, SO8, Marty Dragmeyer, Clayton County with a 0. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. To our left here, you see a Dark Tower of Mordor right here. Keep flying. Lots of turbulence. You can see how much turbulence there is in the city here. Look at that lighting change. Downtown New York City being transmitted to you via Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here's the Rose Library of Bryant Park to our right. Let's go check out the East Village where the St. Mark's Place. Rolling Stones used to live there for a while. There's the Empire State right above us. Oh, watch out! I used to work right down there. This gentleman called Milton Glazer's studio passed away last year. Here's the Madison Square Park. There's Italy, and right below us, famous building in New York, the Flatiron. The Flatiron building, ladies and gentlemen. All right, where are we? That's City Hall. No, City Hall's further downtown. Alphabet City down here. Flatiron is my favorite New York City building. It's beautiful. It is a gorgeous building. There's an Italy there, and that's a place you can buy good ingredients from Italy, and you can go have a nice Aperol Spritz. You know, expensive to eat there, but you can go and get good pasta, good flour, good ingredients imported from Italy at Italy. Where's Union Square? Let's see. Union Square has one of the most, the best. Okay, I think this is Union Square right here. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, right there, you can see the red on that building. That's Strand Bookstore. My favorite bookstore in New York City is an independent bookstore, not owned by Jeff Bezos. And this is Union Square. There's a farmer's market on Saturdays. A little expensive, but very good food coming from the farmers upstate New York and New Jersey. Andy Warhol used to live around here. Okay, and so that means that if we go this way, and then this here to the right is the West Village. All right, there's Washington Square Park, good for people watching. There's the fountain in the middle where there's showtime and musicians and all sorts of stuff. There's a basketball court there called The Cage in West 4th Street where you can see some good pickup games. And to the left here, this is the East Village. You got Little Japan. You got a little speakeasy bar that's awesome. That's like you just go into a Chinese restaurant and you push what looks like a panel on a wall, and it opens into a bar called Angel Share that my dear friend Kiko Marcos introduced to me. Great cocktails if you like that sort of thing. I don't drink as much as I used to when I was younger, but
Here's up for water landing.
computer, I am going to turn you off.
Here's up for water landing.
Computer, you're gonna be switched off now. I am tired of this computer. Master avionics bus off. If that shuts the computer up. I don't need to know altitude. We're the VFR here. Throw her out of the plane. It's a bitchin' baddie. I love Strand. I want to go back so bad. We're not gonna pay last year's rent, this year's rent, next year's rent, because everything is rent. The other day I was talking to a guy. I went to the bar That's why I was so hungover on Thursday. Okay, I don't drink much anymore, but once in a while, you know, I have like 2 or 3 beers and then I get hungover, especially if they're above 5% alcohol. But I was talking to this guy in a bar uptown, and he said he thinks there's gonna be rent riots in New York towards the end of this year. September 6th, I think unemployment finishes here, and you know, I don't know. There's not that many jobs to go around. You know, they're having difficulty hiring people now. But after people have had money, you know, coming into their accounts regularly, and pretty good money, you know, are they going to want to go back and work, you know, as a waiter for like a pittance and depend on tips again? I don't know. I think there may be rent riots coming. I hope not, but I hope universal basic income for all human beings starts at some point. What better place to start than here in the United States? Washington Square Park again, right there. There's NYU campus, that's the library over there. And let's go a bit further downtown. That's the East Village over there. Have the Cooper Union. Turn off engine. Oh, all right. Turn off engine. Let's go. We got to turn off engine. Where it is? Where is it? I think it's here. Turn off engine. I don't know. I'm gonna. Engine's off. All right. Where are we gonna land? I think we can make. I think. Well, I'm in a float plane, so that makes it a little easier than it would be otherwise. But to make it exciting, ladies and gentlemen, even though I'm in a float plane, I'm going to put the gear down. The gear is down. And we're going to attempt to land on, maybe here on the highway, the whatever this is called. I forget the name right now, but, should we try to land on Houston Street? I think Houston is over there. Let's try to land on Houston, okay. I think that's Houston. Thank you, Mort. I hear Rizzoli is still in New York City. I worked at a San Francisco store before it closed. I'm not sure. Is Rizzoli like somewhere you eat? We're going to try to land on Houston. I think this is Houston. I may be mistaken. I think I was mistaken, so... maybe this is Houston, let's see. Emergency landing. We have Mort 75 told us to turn the engine off, redeem turn engine off. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in a little hot. Whoa! Couldn't do it. Hey, Cyan. There are too many things in the... It's always fun. I love that though. I love having to land. I mean, if I'm not doing a Neo-Fly mission especially, you know. An applause for Mort, ladies and gentlemen. Great. Oh, Rizzoli. Oh. It was there like 3 or 4 years ago. Amazing art books. Yeah, near Union Square, right? I think that's the one you're talking about. Based in Milan, they got bought by a company just wanted just a publishing arm, so they closed all stores except in Milan, New York City. I think they were open still. Beautiful art books. Alright. I thought you'd go for the water, so good try. Yeah, I mean, the water would have been pretty easy, you know, so I decided to try for one of the avenues, but... what the heck. Let's see, anything else new here? We got flight training. Is it still going to be the basic handling, takeoff and landing? Okay, I think it's still the Cessna. This is new, I think, airliner training, unless it was added before and I didn't remember. Orbis Flying Eye Hospital. Take a virtual tour through the MD-10. What the heck is this? Orbis Flying Eye Hospital is a McDonnell Douglas MD-10 jetliner that has been highly modified to serve as a mobile surgery and education center for the international proportion of eye health, for the international promotion of eye health in developing nations. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Is this something you buy? It's free. You can get this airplane for free. Look at that. It's a MD-10 for free here, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yep. How big is it? Get and download. Purchase in progress. Not too big. 423. It'll be pretty fast. Let's try it out. This is Steam. I have the Steam version. Right, yeah, I would have gone for the river if I was like flying a Neo-Fly mission or something, but since I'm having fun here, I decided to do a little more, you know, daring in the real life. Science says, you downloaded the update. I'm going in and out of the game waiting for the update. I've downloaded, to answer your question, Cyan, I've downloaded the sim update. I haven't downloaded all the content updates, but the sim update, I've downloaded that, and that's what I'm playing right now. Okay, now we're getting this free Orbis Flying Eye Hospital. Not letting me fly it, huh? Okay, own decompressing still. Lieutenant Smartest said 28.8 gigabyte out of 30. Yep. Hey, Big Lou. Yeah, this is I just discovered it. New aircraft, free. I just found it on the front page on the bottom right. I clicked on it. Orbis Flying Eye Hospital on MD-10. Okay, let's go and try it. Go back. Go back. Let's go, should we go back to New York? Should we try somewhere new? Let's go to the Wright I've never been there, actually. Let's go to the Wright Brothers. First flight. How long is this runway? I don't even know. That is departure. Big Lou with a follow. Thank you so much, Big Lou. I appreciate it. Let's give a follow back just in case. I'm not sure if Big Lou is a streamer or not. He is. Excellent. Here's a follow. Thank you so much, Big Lou. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can get this MD-10 to load up. And let me change the music a little bit here. Whoa! So I pressed the wrong button. Let's go back to the Bossa. Aircraft selection, okay. There it is, McDonnell Douglas MD-10. We're gonna go to Kitty Hawk, ladies and gentlemen. This... Oh! Yeah, not letting me fly from here. Maybe I have to go to a big thing. Or maybe I have to do the whole content update as well. Go back to New York and see. Let's go to Kennedy. That is departure. Yep, not letting me fly it. Interesting. Maybe I have to restart or something. Or maybe it's just something that you can look inside. It's not actually modeled for flying just yet. Let's go to the, where is it, hangar? It's profile, I think. Take a virtual tour. Visit page. Go to content manager. It's up to date. You can't fly the MD-10. The MD-10 is unflyable at its current time. It's only a collaboration between Orbis. You can only view the inside as it's flying hospital. It's not planned to fly. Interesting. Okay, that's, you know, a little disappointing, but that's nice. I like that that they added that. We can take a look. It's probably going to be in our profile. Then you go to my hangar. Thank you for that, Saliot. Very kind of you to let us know about that. Go check out Saliot, ladies and gentlemen. There's a follow. It'll probably be flyable at one point. Yeah, I hope so. Interesting airplane. Those three big engines. Sally Ut. All right. All right, here you go. Let's all right. Okay, here it is, MD-10. Switch camera. Oh, here I can go around like this. And switch camera. My drone camera controls are not working for some reason. And my 3 switch cameras button is not working for some reason as well. Mine will probably be horrible with all the details. The Orbis MD-10 was given to Orbis by FedEx to be converted as a flying hospital. That's really cool. I can't seem to turn the mount. Oh, here you go. Right click. The Alcon Classroom. 46-seat onboard learning hub, 2-way microphone for real-time interaction with surgeon in operating room, 3D camera provides microscopic view of live surgery. That's pretty cool. Switch camera 3 doesn't seem to be working for me, so we're gonna go back to the home page. But that's an interesting addition. I like that they're adding these surprises here. Let's take a look at the activities screen. Discovery flights, landing challenge, flight training, bush trips. We got any new landing challenges? We got famous, epic, strong wind ones. That looks about the same as before. The Discovery flights is new. Bora Bora, French Polynesia, Naples, Italy, Mount Everest, Nepal, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Let's go to Rio de Janeiro and take a look where my brother lives, ladies and gentlemen. With a Beechcraft Bonanza. They don't let you pick the plane apparently. Awesome. Mort and I are friends now. Bora Bora is really good. Cool, we'll try that one next. Lieutenant Smartass says, I saw Dead Reckoning on the update in flight training. Ooh, nice. Dead Reckoning, right? That's like, it's not a zombie movie, ladies and gentlemen. Dead Reckoning is learning to fly using a stopwatch or a clock or and directions, a compass if you want. Here you go, Rio de Janeiro, where my brother lives. The sun is going down there. I think this is live. I don't know if they specify a particular time or you can pick the time for this. We have Christ the Redeemer right here. Cristo Redentor, a statue like the Statue of Liberty. It was given by the French government to the Brazilians. And it looks over the city over here. My brother works around here, Botafogo. He works right around there in Botafogo. The street right there, actually, I think. One off, if not the most beautiful city in the world, in my opinion. Excellent music. This type of music you're listening to here in the stream right now, Bossa Nova, originated in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. Antonio Carlos Jobim, famous, or perhaps the most famous Bossa Nova composer, composed a song called Girl from Ipanema. Frank Sinatra covered it, you know, kind of did an okay job, but, you know, chewed up parts of it too. Stan Getz really screwed it up, but the classic Bossa Nova, Antonio Jobim, is a beautiful song. You probably heard it too many times in elevators and stuff like that, but if you hear it from a live band, it is really nice. Sun going down. There's the Sugarloaf, the Bondinho, where Jaws fought Roger Moore in 007, I think it was Moonraker. Yeah, Jobim, I think it's the other way around. I think Getz performed on... did Jobim perform... he actually played guitar on the Stan Getz album? I'm not as familiar with Stan Getz other than I think he was a bit too over the top when he played he took away from the music, I think, with his sax. He played... It was a bit too strong. You know, good sax player, but I think he took away a little bit from the nature of the Bossa Nova, which is, you know, relaxed, more less of a single star player, and more of a like the best bands, you know, like a cooperative effort. Discovery flights will start you in the sky on autopilot. Cool. Thank you, Salia. It's a new thing, and I like it. I like the Discovery flight. Look at that. Look at the little misty thing going on. Here you go, the Sugarloaf Mountain. They haven't modeled yet. Maybe it's because I don't have the world update installed. I'm talking about sax here, and it keeps coming on, you know. I don't think I haven't installed the latest world update, so maybe that's why. I don't know if they've modeled the Bondinho already, the little trolley that takes you from one mountain on the other here in Rio de Janeiro. Down here below us, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is Copacabana, famous beach. They haven't done a world pass in Brazil yet, so it does not look like this. There's more tall buildings here. You know, it looks different from this, but it already looks pretty nice. But I'm looking forward to a Brazilian world update at some point. The album is Get Gilberto with Jobim. Cool, I should check that out. Thank you for letting me know, Lieutenant. Smartass here in the house, sharing his extensive knowledge. A film student who currently lives, I think, in the west coast of the United States, if I remember right. And as you pass Copacabana, behind us, we have Ipanema, very famous place where the girl from Ipanema song takes its title from, the Ipanema Beach. A little close for comfort, but we'll take it. So why did New York City look overgrown with trees? Bad settings, I guess. It looks almost apocalyptic. I think that's just the way it is. With the photogrammetry, when you get close, I think it maybe, you know, maybe it's like it's a sign of things to come in New York, but I think it's just the photogrammetry when you get close. It's it just looks like that. It looks like a bit like Fallout 4, you know, like a post-apocalyptic game. Close up, this photogrammetry looks good when you're further away, but when you get really close, you can start seeing that, you know, it's a video game. Unless there's an issue with it, or I don't know. Perhaps the trees are too big, like they've always been in previous editions. Lieutenant Smartass has 1962. I think that's the album of Jobim and Gilberto, ladies and gentlemen. And after Ipanema, you have São Conrado. There's some big buildings here, and to the right there's the largest shanty town in South America, Rocinha. You can take a tour of it, an organized tour. If you take the tour, it'll be safer in Rocinha than in Copacabana. Especially if you choose not to wear your Apple Watch or your Rolex. Not that I own either of those things, but you know, yeah, like any big city that, you know, it's a little, don't go showing off your bling if you go there as a tourist. Unless you want to have a conversation with someone who would like to borrow your bling indefinitely. And we're gonna go and we're gonna towards Barra da Tijuca. I was very lucky to live here when I was a kid for a while. Used to be unpaved roads. Still very beautiful, but you know, bigger now. More people. Avenida das Américas, and we're gonna head and maybe do a landing on the beach by where my brother lives in Recreio dos Bandeirantes. There's a Jacarepaguá over here. That's there's a flying club there. I didn't do the tour, I just decided to come and say hi to my brother, Antonio Roberto. Hopefully we'll meet him soon in about a month's time, just over a month's time. It's been a while since we've seen each other with all the pandemic and stuff going on. But a beautiful part of the world that I haven't been to, that I was born in Brazil, in the south of Brazil, but I haven't visited for so many years. But I am gonna go back for the end of this year. Co-pilot can leave the flight whenever you want to use an ask. Thank you, co-pilot. That's new. The Bonanza, very fast. I don't have experience with this airplane, other than like maybe a landing challenge I've done with it. A fast little flying machine. Many good soccer players hail from this city. And here's the Lagoa. This is a a natural reserve. You have crocodiles here. Once a crocodile ate someone's poodle. I'm sorry, I like dogs, but I had to laugh. The person wasn't even paying attention, and they said they looked and the poodle was there, and then they looked the other way and they looked back, the poodle was gone. There was a crocodile there. One bite, you know. Poodle was gone. Mort says, I wish there was a T-34 for this game. We had one back in Flight Sim. Is there a T-34 for this? Wait, a T-34, is that the jet or is that the trainer, the prop trainer? I always get confused by that. No, the trainer is an AT-6, so the Texan I'm thinking about. I think the T-34 is the jet trainer, right? The world map is amazing, can zoom in and count trees. Yeah, that's really nice. That's probably one of my favorite additions so far. T-34 Mentor, the military version of the Bonanza. Oh, interesting. So it's like it's a military version of this airplane right here. Interesting. I'm sure it's gonna come along eventually. You know, people are making stuff for this continuously. There's a lot of planes coming. I'm looking for the P-51 Mustang. Apparently they're gonna add a GPS to it. 2-seat tandem. Nice. There's a bird dog for this. Same person who makes the black box flight simulations, who makes the BN2 Islander. They have a L19, I think is the number, I forget, but it's a bird dog. It's like a military Cessna. Looks fun. Alright, here you go. My brother lives right around here, ladies and gentlemen. On this avenue right here. Let's go land by the beach. It is 4... Oh man, it's 4:57. I've been playing here for a while. We're gonna do a landing and we're going to go and raid someone because it's time for me to take a break and go for a walk in India Romeo Lima IRL in real life. But it's been a pleasure to try out this new Microsoft Flight Simulator version. Let's put the landing gear down. Put the flaps down. This is a beautiful beach, as Recreio dos Bandeirantes. Big waves, especially if it's, you know, the weather is right. Always have to respect the sea wherever you are. Don't underestimate it. Lieutenant Smarta says, I see fly-by-wire is now in the marketplace. I assume that's so export players can use it. What is fly-by? I mean, fly-by-wire like a control system like the F-16 or some sort of a producer of fly-by-wire mod for A320. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that stuff because I like to make it more realistic and stuff, right? Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen! 1-2 boss. We now have a ground effect. We now have like look at that. We now have the effect of the dust. That was cool to see. I like seeing that. That is cool. That is cool, ladies and gentlemen. Where is the parking brake on this thing? Engine cow flaps. Interesting. Not familiar with this. I'm just gonna put. I'm just gonna use a Control B. Oh, I don't even need to brake. I'm in the sand. That was nice. I am gonna run the outro now. And where's my game capture? Why did it disappear? There it is. Let's go. Cow flaps, move. Ma. If you have someone you would like me to raid, now's the time to say, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to control my drone camera here, but I'm having trouble. What happened to the drone camera? Oh, here you go. I had pressed noon lock by mistake. Let's turn the engine off too. Moony, 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 moony. There you are. Okay, I'm gonna have to remap that stuff because I'm getting confused at all this stuff as well. This sounds like Garota de Ipanema, but it's not. Very confusing thing. I'm gonna go and switch it back to Legacy as Iceberg told me how. Can I just cut power? I'm trying to go to the other side and it won't let me. Very annoying. Oh, here you go. I clicked and I moved the mouse up. It has been a pleasure to have you all dropping in here in the stream. Thanks so much for the follow, Salute and Big Lou, Sannenbauer, Closey, New York City. Thanks for the flight, Mort. Thank you so much. One day I'll try VR and I'll see how that is. I think I'm going to get addicted though, so I have to watch out. Thank you so much, Lieutenant Smartass. A shout out here to you. A shout out to Mort75. Let's hope I'm not... And of course to Wild Craze, great friend of the stream here, coming from Norway. Saliot, thanks for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed this update. Of course, always Big Lou. I'm sorry. I don't know if I wrong standby. I don't know if I missed your question or not. I apologize if I had. Of course, you got Icebird for all, ladies and gentlemen. Just doing a few shout-outs here before I go off. And we had a Cyan. Yeah, Cyan. Calling from 10133, ladies and gentlemen. Go a shout-out for that gentleman as well. And we had a visitor from the Xbox world here, ladies and gentlemen. We had Smithy. LFC Niner 4 times Niner coming in here from Xbox World, saying hi to us. If there's like a Timmy thumb up there. Do you follow me? Would love to have you visit my stream. I think I do, Lieutenant. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I follow you. I don't hold up. I don't I try to drop by when I can. I can't stop for too long because, you know, I'm streaming most of the time myself these days, and I mostly look at flight sims and stuff like that. So unless you're flying a flight sim, it's probably unlikely that I'll hang out for too long. But here you go. Let's check if I follow you or not. I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. And the notifications are on. I'll drop by, especially if you're flying some flight simulators. Come play Arm with us sometime if you want. And we had a Closey NYC. I don't remember if I already gave the shout out, but that was probably mistaken. Closey NYC, that's how you spell it. That should about cover it. If not, I apologize for whoever I missed. I am going to look for someone to raid right now. Let's go see who else is playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Which Microsoft Flight Simulator, where are you? There you are. I'm taking a look around if you bear with me for 1 second. We have Xbox Interactive Studios out there. Should we go give them a follow? Is that for real? That's actual Xbox Interactive Studios out there? Only 16 viewers. Maybe we should go say hi to them. Let's do it. Lieutenant Smartass says, cool. I will try to do some flight sim soon. I'll be out of town for a week next week. Copy that. Have a good trip, Lieutenant Smartass. Hypertexthero is going to log out now. Rating now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for dropping by. Sending love from New York City to all of you. In 3, 7, 6, 5. Let's say who this Xbox Studios are. Rating now.